A new day, a new game. Today we're going to be doing what everyone's been asking for, a more popular game, which is Double Double Bonus, rated as the second most popular game opposed to Jacks or Better. To start off, we're going to go through and select the game. I wanted to show this on the screen to give you a better idea. Here we're using Game King Double Double Bonus, and there are different pay tables. How you get these pay tables, it really depends on your machine where you're located. What you're looking for is the full house and the flush, and you take that on the first line and that's what you get. Back in the day it used to be 9-6, which paid very well. Nowadays these numbers are not so easy to find. Some people are getting 8-5, 7-5, and 6-5. I checked my local casino and it's at 6-5, which I understand because they're not a good casino. However, with that in mind, 7-5 and 6-5 are usually more reserved for the lower denominations, which is going to be me, $1 and under. So let's say max bet would be $5 if you were playing there. However, we're going to be playing on a simulator and just kind of get the math with it. Now 8-5, you may find 8-5 as well, which is going to be more on anything higher. So you're probably looking around 25 a hand. And I'm not playing that high, and because most people are just learning, we're going to start at what my local one is, which is 6-5. This is going to go through and give you the percentage that you're going to be able to win back. If I put a 100 credits in, I'd get 94.657 back on average. Obviously, if you can find better pay tables, it's worth going through and doing that. Is there going to be differences from this to this? Real slight differences, but usually you're just going to be chasing the higher end when it's on the lower. So we're going to be chasing quads a lot. So here we're going to do 6-5. We're going to leave it on this. We'll start here. We're going to start on all hands, and then we're going to go to moderate later on and difficult after that in this series. What's the main difference between this as opposed to Jacks or Better? Well, you're going to be looking at two pair paying only one instead of double. Two pair is not going to be something you're going to really chase, and a lot of times you may break up two pair. The things you're going for in this game are the quads, so you want to go through and get 4 of a kind and get the heavy hitters. Aces are a lot more powerful in this game compared to Jacks or Better. Here you're going to have a lot more streaky high hits and lower lows, where Jacks or Better is kind of just steady wins as you go. We got queens, and what we're doing is we are trying to get quads. Now I'm brand new at this game. I'm just an average person learning with you, so I'm going to have a lot of errors, especially the first few videos, and then I should go through and get stronger as we go. Here, since we already have a winner, I think we're going to hold the queens. However, when looking through these tables, keep in mind what is strong and what is not. Queens are not as strong as 2s, 3s, and 4s. And 2s, 3s, and 4s are not as strong as aces. So nothing there. However, we did get the right one there with the queens. And we'll start again. 3 5s, that's really awesome. If we look though, it is on the lower of the quads, so that kind of stinks if we do hit the 4th one, but hey, it's nice to get ahead early, and let's give it a shot. We do not really go for full houses, so if this was a 6 and this was a 6 and we had a full house, we would break it up to try and get the 4 of a kind, from what I have studied so far. And none there. Let's go through and give it another spin. Wow. Okay. That was easy. Here we're going to hold the 4 9s. The other card does not matter because there's no kicker. Here you can see if you had 4 aces with a 2, 3, or 4, that would be pretty much, the second jackpot on this. But if you had 4 2s, 3s, or 4s with an ace, then you would be looking at the next one. Those are called kickers when it's a card that, doesn't matter except for the pay table. That's what we'll be calling them. So since the 6 doesn't matter, we'll just draw it. That's nice, and we are ahead. Let's see if we can keep that up here. Aces are very powerful in this game. Even though you wouldn't do this in jacks or better, I'm assuming it's just the ace. And I was correct. So here it's 2.27 versus 2.185. So aces are like ultimate power. And I think we're going to go king jack on this one. So we do have a draw. Straights are not very strong. I think we're going to go with this. No, we do go with the straight draw. Okay. Gut shot. 9 through king. Got it. And here we're going to break up the ace king and just do the ace. I wonder if we're going to hit 4 aces in this series. We can always just keep doing this series till we hit it, right? We're going to hold 2 9s. Let me know if you like this game and what other games you'd like me to play as well. Always looking for other ideas. 4 to a flush. There's nothing else going on here, so I think this is what we're going for. Okay. And here we got 2 6s. Wow, we're like on fire right now. That's nice. Let's just keep hitting it. This is a replay. I remember we missed it. King jack suited is going to be my guess. Correct guess, 2.69 versus 2.4. If you're new here, this is the EV, expected value, so this will tell you how strong your hand is. You always want to be guessing the one that's on the top. The percentage I showed you that you would win back is also when you're playing perfect play, so you have to remember that. Okay, now this is one of those things where a pair probably gets split up. 7s and 9s, they don't matter, but since we hit 9s earlier, I'm going to go through and hold the 9s. And it's telling me I'm wrong. It's saying I don't split it up. Okay, so 2 pair, you don't split it up when it's 5s through kings. You're probably splitting it up when you're in other areas, the aces, 2s, and 3s, and 4s. Okay, we're learning. 6, 7, 8, 9. We do have 3 diamonds. I think it's going to be the straight, though. Well, let's see if I'm right. I was right, but we missed. 3 jacks. Let's go. So another jack will get us those quads again. Can we hit quads 3 times in a row in the first 10 minutes of the video? And it doesn't look it. Here we're going to hold the 7s. Here it's going to be, I believe, ace only. Great. All right, we got the winner here with the jacks. Let's look what else we have before we make a decision. We do have 3 to a royal or a straight flush, because it could technically be a straight flush. Makes it a little more powerful. However, I don't think we're going to split up the jacks. I'm going to hold the jacks. What would you hold here? Let me know down below. Here we go, 7.07 versus 7.05. That is such a small amount. That is so close. Jack Queen. I messed up. Oh. Yeah, this is different because we're going for straight draws, which I feel like you don't do that often in jacks or better, but these are higher cards, so maybe. Maybe I'm just off my game a bit. Let me try to focus up. 6s. Let's see if we can get some more. Replay. We remember 5s through kings. We're holding both pair. Aces. Okay. From my understanding, which I am new to this game, you hold the aces and the kicker. We have both of the kickers. So we'll just hold the 2. We need an ace and an ace here. Let's see if this is right. It's saying it's not. 9.3 to hold the aces, 7.8 to hold a kicker. Okay, that's a big difference. So we're going to go through and just hold the aces here. Makes sense. I was surprised when I read that, but it seems like everything I've read ahead of time is not actually happening. So we're going to hold the jacks here. Also, if you like playing this, you could actually play it for free. I have a link down below. It's great practice. The pro trainer here, though, is paid for. It's only the game here that you get for free. It's also a huge community and everything. It's pretty cool. And there's no monetary gambling. It's all just credits for fun. We're gonna hold the jack queen here. Okay, 2 pair, but guess what? 2 pair just pays what 1 pair pays, so 2 pairs pretty much nothing. Interesting. If we were dealt this hand, I believe we would just hold the 2s. Till we get that hand, we can't see that. Let's go with the queen here. Nada, all around it. 2s, let's do it. Threes, another good hand. Remember, 2s, 3s, and 4s are much more powerful than anything except aces. Which really puts a different spin on the game. So if you're kind of bored with what you're playing, it's really nice to go through and try something like this. If you want something with, you know, higher highs, this would be the game. This is a replay. It's going to be the gut shot. 7s here. Remember, pair is always strong. There's another pair, and it's 4s, which is really good. Let's get 2 more. Nope. All right. 3 3s. Remember, 3s is a strong one here. But also, if you get 3s with an ace, it's even better. So we really want to get a 3 to start and an ace after. Ace 3, 3 ace. Well, we got the ace, and we got the addition of the 3 3s, but we did not get the 3. We're not going to break those up. Hold the kings. As I like to tell everyone, if I'm going too fast for you, you can change the speed of YouTube. Just go into the player and change it to 0.75 if you want me to go slower, or 1.25, 1.5 if you want me to go faster. Because everyone learns at different speeds. Queens. There we go. No upgrade though. We got 4s again. 4! Oh, I guess that's in golfing, not video poker. Jack only? Let's get another queen this time. Nope. Alright, here's the aces. We know we don't hold the 2 or the 3 this time. This is a replay. Gives us another shot at 4 aces, right? Not gonna happen this time. King Jack. Five, 7, 9. Gee, that's odd. I think it's gonna be held over the queen. It's very close. This 5 might need to be a 6, but I'm going to hold it. And I was wrong. 1.87 versus 2.16. So that's a good difference. 7 cents out of every $1.25 bet in every single hand. That matches this one. Okay, so it is queen. Two high cards. One big ace. No, we're going a little slow here. We're going in the opposite direction. Queen or gut shot? I think it's the queen, but I've been wrong with gut shots a lot today. This time I'm not. Let's see what we had here. 2.132 versus 1.7. Okay, so this is 1.7. Got it. Ace only, not the jack, because aces pay the best. Fives. Here we're gonna do the ace again. Wow, 3 tens, wasn't expecting that. Ace again. Oh, because it's suited, ace isn't as strong. Down to jack, probably. Let's see, 2.1 set. Actually, it's probably any ace suited. Well, you're probably not holding ace 10, though. Ace jack, ace queen, ace king are all good to hold when they're suited in double bonus. If you haven't noticed, I'm playing a lot more different games. However, I'm keeping the playlist going, so once you see a video of that game, that means I've entered that game and I'll be playing it. I thought I couldn't play different games at the same time, but so far so good. It makes it more interesting too, than having the same game all the time. So we're going to do the ace only. And we got our money back. Credits back. Here we'll do the ace. Jack queen. And we're not going to break that up. King me. If you do like these videos, I also have a members section. It is a paid section. You can join up by clicking the join button down below or the link in the description. You get extra perks and it'll show you what they are, but you also get dedicated hour-long videos, which I plan to do for all playlists. However, some are, I think there's 3 jacks or better 1 hour ones of each level. And there will be a bonus poker one next. Probably film that one tomorrow. Also hired an editor, so they will work on the member videos, so we'll speed them up a bit. Ooh, queen? Always hold the pair. Oh, such a burden to bear. Interesting. Royal flush, day 1. Double bonus. Let's do it. Ugh. Nope. Well, we know it's queen this time. 4, 5, 6. A redraw is usually 1.8. And a gut shot in this area is a 1.7. So because of that, I really think it's a redraw. Probably wrong though. I'm wrong. A redraw, oh, a redraw is 1.6 in double bonus. That's a lot lower than jacks or better. Interesting. Very interesting to me. So, okay. Gut shots are held. Redraws are lower. This would be 3 cents out of every hand that came up like this. Good hole to plug. And I do plan on trying this in a, real situation soon. But I want to get some of these under my belt first. Aces are good. Maybe we used all our luck too early. So there's ace jack, they're not suited, so we're just gonna hold the ace. Deuces are always good. Two pair, but doesn't help. Doesn't matter. Eights. Actually, it does matter. My fault. Because the deuces would not have been jacks or better, and I would not have won the 5 credits if there wasn't another pair there. So I'm correcting myself there. That does matter. Just like it matters to get a second pair here just to get the entry back. We're adjusting, we're adjusting. 3 to a flush. Is that better than 1.6? Don't think so. 1.4. Okay. So it's 1.6 redraw, 1.4 the flush. For some reason the 10 is higher. I don't understand that. But okay. Pair of eights. Let's do it. There we go. Ooh. Let's get it. I thought we were gonna get that one. I didn't want to wait too long, you know, I didn't want to make you sweat. 4s are a strong one to get 4 of a kind on. Also, if you play this, let me know what your pay table is in your local area. Everything's saying that this is really low, but that's what we have at ours. Oh my goodness. It started so good, right? And you see this, you're like, ah, no. Got that ace. If that ace was a 9 or 10, it'd be a little different. I wonder if you're supposed to do the royal or the flush. Let's look at this for a moment. Think about it. Flush is 25, royal's 4,000. There's no pair. I think it's the flush. No, this game you're supposed to go for higher hands. It's a tough one. This is going to be our thumbnail, I believe, unless we get something else. Let me know down below what you would hold out of this. Something's telling me 99% of you will do this. I wonder how many people would do this. I'm starting to lean towards this. Let's go to the royal. Okay, royal was right. 6.6. It's a lot further away than I thought. Versus 5.7. Wow. I guess the flush being weaker because of the 6 table is lessening the strength of a flush, which makes sense. The royal stays as strong as it is. A lot of times we'll be breaking up 4 to a flush when there's 3 royal cards to go for the royal. Got it. This is a replay. This is ace jack because they're suited. 3, 4, 5, 7. I forget what a queen is. Had this before. I'm wrong. Queen was 2.13. Gut shot's 1.7. 2.17 for an overcard. 1.7 for the gut shot. Okay. First videos are always tough. But maybe you're learning more because I'm failing? I don't know. Maybe not. Here we'll hold the king. Jack queen. There we go. Wow. Yeah, kickers don't matter. Watch us get an ace just for the fun of it. So the EV was 250 EV. I've never seen EV that high. I wonder what the royal is. Royal would be 4,000. So this is awesome. Great hit. And we're doing really well in this one. This looks nice, but we got the 3s, and the 3s are the heavy hitters, so let's do it. Okay, Still got our credits back. Nines. Wow. Can we hit quads for our 4th time? Okay. Okay, that works. So 3 of a kind paid 15, and we doubled it by hitting the full house, which would be 30. Here you can see the right move. We made it. Queen on this one. Oof. Winning hand, queens, let's hold it. I see the jacks, but I also see the 10 jack queen. Jacks is a winning hand. I'm guessing the EV would be about 5. So I feel like we don't break that up. Oh my goodness, it was 7. 1 cent different. Wow. That's a difficult hand. I get it, 10 jack queen. You can also hit the straight flush. You can go up, you can go down. Jacks are already getting paid. It would be a 1 cent mistake every time you make this out of $1.25. Major? Not really, but it is a hole. Let's go through and see what we get. Yeah, we get 0 instead of 5. That's crazy. Here, we're gonna hold jacks for sure this time. I was gonna say, don't tell me I'm wrong again. Ace. We're doing pretty decent, but we're not hitting a lot of aces. But we're not really going down either, which is always a good thing. That's always what you want to strive for in this game. KJ? Eights. Not breaking this up. Queens. Queen jack. Almost. This need to be a 10. I'm not going over the EVs right now because we are making the correct decisions, and a lot of these have been pretty straightforward. I feel like we either get a really hard one or a really easy one. This one, you know, you got 3 to the flush, but it's a pair. Pairs are always so good. Except when they miss. It's just going to be the ace because the jack is not suited. And the question for me was, would it be ace 10? And jacks are better, you don't do ace 10 suited. But do you do it in double bonus? Because ace jack suited looked really good in the odds, but I feel like ace 10 falls off. So I have no idea. This is going to be a coin flip, and I'm going to find out which way to go from here. Okay, we did it right. And we may have even had a hand like that before. No, I don't think we did. 2.2 versus 2.0. Definitely the right move that we made. So no ace 10 suited, I believe, ever. This is a replay. Assuming it was that. Oh, just the ace. I can see why people like this game. I mean, I have played it. I just haven't played it extended periods. And I probably didn't play it correctly. So here we're going to go. Where are we going to go? Ace queen or the whole thing for the gut shot jack? I don't know. I'm thinking ace queen's going to be the stronger one. Let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking ace queen. Dang it. 1 cent difference. Okay, well, you know, when you're that close, you're that close. So you would take a gut shot, hit a jack instead of ace queen suited. Wow, that's close. I think I'd prefer having ace queen, to be honest, than a gut shot. They put a lot more power into gut shots in this version of the game. Twos. All right, I feel like we're gonna hit really good on this one. 3 more aces. All right, you asked for 3, get 1. It still works, right? Suited, so we'll hold ace jack. This one's just gonna be gut shot. Getting a lot of these gut shots wrong. I think you hold it. Oh my gosh. The reason I held it is because the jack was in the equation, but it's wrong. 2.15 versus 2.02. That's a decent difference. So overcard, jack is beating a jack high gut shot. Okay. Here we'll do the 8s. A replay, this is queen. Okay, now they're gonna get a little more tight here. So king 10 is usually a hold as long as there's not a third of that suit and a 9. There is a 9. There's no other spade. But there is a queen. So because of that, I think it's king queen. Oh man, it's the gut shot again. Why do I keep missing these gut shots? I guess jacks are better. Train me to ignore them, but now I need to be more focused. Jack. Yeah, we are. I'm without editing. I'm almost at 40 minutes. My brain is starting to go down. Of course it hits it now, right? We'll do probably like 4 more hands or so. We'll hold a king. I'm like triple checking everything now. 5s here. Ace jack suited. Oh my. 6s here. All right, we'll do a few more. I went really quick. All right, here we go. I think it's just going to be the 10s. 10s would be the gut shot. Would 10s be open-ended, though? I feel like they're putting a lot of weight on the straight. You rarely break up a pair, though. I'm going to hold 10s. Ah. Yeah, I can't use the same jacks are better thought process. I was going to hold the opposite, too. 21-cent mistake every $1.25. So that is definitely the open-ended. And we're looking at 3.5 for the pair, 4.3 for the straight draw. I wonder if this would be like 5s and this would be like 5, 6, 7, 8. If we would still hold that because there's no face cards or not. That's going to be my next question. But so far, high card, open-ended beats pair of 10s. All right, let's do one more. Also, if you like these videos, you appreciate it, please do me a favor, smack that like and consider subscribing. Love to have you aboard. There we go. There we have it. Double bonus. Sorry for all the errors. As I said, video 1, always tough. We'll get better though. Thanks so much for watching.